So problem 1 on page, today's the 8th. 1 on page 582, and this is -3 less than for quantity 2x minus 1 less than 12. Okay, 1 minute.
You might need to adjust. Oh no, it's adjusted.
Is it okay? Yep, we have, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. So -3 less than 4, quantity 2x minus 1 less than 12. Can anyone tell us the first step? Yes. Okay, that's fine. Less than 8x minus 4 less than 12.
Add 4.
Okay, so then 1 less than 8x less than 16.
Divided by 8.
So 1/8 less than x less than 2. Is this okay? In interval notation, 1/8 comma 2. See, if I just present this, it looks like an ordered pair. That's why I like to write in front. X is in the interval between. Very good. Next problem, let's say number 3. 1/6 less than 4x minus 3 over 3 less than or equal to 4/5. One minute. Okay. First step.
Multiply by 3. Oh.
That's good. It's not a mistake. You could eliminate all fractions.
Oh.
Multiply by 30 if you wanted to.
I see. Yeah.
It doesn't. Don't change anything. Continue with your method, and I will do this, and let's see what we get. It's fine. So then I have 5 less than 10 quantity 4x minus 3 less than or equal to 24. So 30 divided by 6 is 5, 30 divided by 3 is 10, and 30 divided by 5 is 6, times 4 is 24. Is this okay? So then 5 less than 40x minus 30 less than or equal to 24. Again, this is not the only way, and the other way is fine too.
And then you add 30.
Okay.
Divide by 40.
Exactly. So 35 divided by 40, and I'll simplify in a minute, and 54 divided by 40. So here by 5, and I get 7/8, and here by 2 only. In interval notation, 7/8, 27 over 20, and that's why I put x in the interval. Okay. Any questions on this? Is this okay? Now let's look at an OR. This was an AND, so let's also look at an OR. Problem 5. 3x minus 5 greater than 6 or negative x less than negative 5. What operation with sets is or intervals? Is or.
Union.
Perfect. Union. Excellent. Don't forget the final exam is a week from, no, it's not a week from. It's next Tuesday
It's in 5 days.
in this room, yes, in this room from 3 to 7. Do not miss the final. I have to calculate your grade with a 0 in the final. I don't want to do that.
What
Please.
if you're late because I have a final at the same time?
That's fine. It shouldn't be that way, but let's say, okay, you can take it on Monday.
Or,
I posted on the website the other options, or you can come on Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday are 3 to 7, and Wednesday
Well, I
after.
can't come Monday and Wednesday because I work a full-time job. That's why I have school.
Can you take it on Saturday morning? It will be in the testing center on Saturday morning.
I work Saturday.
Okay.
Like,
Work is great.
I hate my life.
So when can you take it then?
I guess Tuesday. I always have to finish my other final in time to come to this one.
What time is your other final?
Like 1 to 3:30.
Oh, you'll
You-
be fine.
You have from 3 till 7. You have 4 hours in this room to
I
finish.
can't. I can't.
It's not much longer than our normal test.
Is that
It'll be a
okay?
little bit longer, but
Good. So let's work on this problem. You have time from 5 to 7 or 4 to 7. You come in, you finish the test, and then you can go. First step,
oh, and the first one add 5.
yes, and greater than 11/3. On the other one,
And then the other one, I'd multiply by -1.
correct, and then
And then you should have x greater than 5.
very good, excellent. So now let's graph. 0 in the middle. 11/3 is a little bit less than 12 over 3, which is 4, right? So it's right here. I don't care for units. No, you don't have to. But
It's just an
how would you determine the solution? Can you determine a solution without graphing it? If you can, I'm fine.
Should be 11/3 to infinity. Or
That's true. It is true. But I have to show it because not everyone may be able to figure it out. Okay, so indeed 11/3 to infinity is 1. The other one is this. And it's a or. And yes, the solution is 11/3 to infinity. I completely agree.
And
Yes?
which one was the one that included only when they both are there?
The intersection, the end. This is the intersection.
Okay.
X is greater than and less than.
Okay.
Very good. Any questions on these problems? Any questions? Okay. Let's look at an equation, like for example 12. The absolute value of 3x minus 2 plus 6 equals 10. First step,
You subtract.
right? 3x minus 2 equals 4. Then, how many options are there?
2, you could do
What could this be?
3x.
whatever it is in here, what can it be? Can it be 5? No. Can it be 10? Exactly. So then 3x minus 2 equals 4, or 3x minus 2 equals negative 4. Let's solve that, and let me know what you get. What is the first solution?
Negative 2/3.
So you move
Well, the first one
Different.
is
2.
3
2.
or 2.
6 divided by 3.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one is 3x equals negative 2. Indeed, x equals negative 2/3. I don't know why I put 2 negatives in there. Good. Very good. Here's another problem. Problem 20. The absolute value of 6 plus 4x greater than or equal to 10. Let's work on this. Okay, can anyone tell us how to translate this?
6 plus 4x equals 10 or negative 10.
I cannot ever change the inequality symbol into an equal. This is an inequality. That's a yes, Cody.
Wouldn't it be 6 plus 4x is greater than or equal to 10? Then is 6 plus 4x is less than or equal to negative 10?
Excellent. Because we are looking for greater than 10. So I have to be outside, either to the right of negative 10 or to the left of 10. Very good. So then the first inequality becomes 4x greater than or equal to 4, which means x greater than or equal to 1. The other one becomes 4x less than or equal to negative 16, or x less than or equal to negative 4. This is the one that has the union in between for the solution. Can anyone dictate?
It's a negative infinity, negative 1.
Very good, with a bracket. Perfect.
Then 1 gives 1 infinity with
That's it. X in the interval. Good. Here is 24. 6x minus 5 in absolute value, less than or equal to 5. Totally different than the previous one. I have a lot of paper if you need.
I was just like, I've run out of space, so I'm just gonna use the rest for today's video.
Okay. I have more. Okay, the translation, please, or the equivalency.
6x minus 5 is less than or equal to 5 and less than and greater than equal to
That's it. First step.
first step.
Good.
divided by 6.
10 divided by 6. So in interval notation, 0 5/3 x in that. Last problem from this chapter that I can think of. Let's say 38. 4x minus y less than or equal to 0. And 3x minus 2y greater than or equal to -5. And then I move on to chapter 8.
And what page is this one?
Everything is on page, the same page, whatever I had at the beginning, 582. Sure. Can anyone walk us through the method? What will be step 1?
Don't you try to get one of them down to like y equals?
I have to only because I have to graph the equation, not because I'm changing the inequality into an equation, right? So the first step has to be 4x minus y equals 0, and then step 2, I have to graph it. So when x is 0, how much is y?
No, it's just 0.
Perfect. So since the graph or the line passes through the origin, I have to make up another point. So give me another x.
X equals 1.
Okay, perfect. So then how much is y? 4 minus y equals 0. Y equals 4, indeed. And the ordered pair is 1, 4. Good, so now let's graph. 0, 0, and 1, 4. Now I have to make a decision whether this is a solid line or not.
Yes.
It is, because of the equal symbol, yes. It is a solid line. I have to write the equation of the line. This is not the inequality. This is just the equation. I did not graph the inequality yet. Now I have to pick a point. And I would like to pick an easy point. I cannot pick the origin because it passes through the origin. I'm going to pick this point, and I'm going to say 5, 0. 5, 0. What do I get on the left? 5 times 4 is 20. 20 minus 0 is 20. Is 20 less than or equal to 0? No. So I cannot choose this, right? I have to shade in the opposite. Now this is the inequality. So this is 4x minus y less than or equal to 0. All points in that area or region. Okay, I will repeat with for 3x minus 2y equals -5. So when x is 0, how much is y? Excellent. 0, 5 halves. When y is 0, -5/3. So -5/3, 0. Okay. So 0, 5 halves is somewhere here, 2.5. And -5/3 is close to -2. Solid line or not?
Solid.
Good. So I graph. This is just the equation. 3x minus 2y equals -5. I can pick the origin now because the line does not pass through the origin. So if I pick the origin and 0, 0, what do I get? 0 greater than or equal to -5. Is that correct or false? 0 is greater than or equal to -5, so then I have to shade in this area. All this region represents 3x minus 2y greater than or equal to negative 5. What do I do now with these two regions?
Define which one it shares.
Yes, the intersection, in other words. The intersection of the two regions. Okay, is there one?
Yes.
Good. So all these points, this vertex, all these points on the other line and everything in between. This solution to both at the same time. Okay, back to chapter 8. Any questions on this? Okay, I know the entire semester I sounded like a broken record, so I'm going to say it again. Please redo all tests at least 3 times, if not more. You have solutions, you have the test posted in Canvas, print out the blank test 3 or 4 times. So do test 4, then go back to test 3, then 2 and 1, then come back, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you want to form study groups, it's fine. That may help or not, depending on.
Like the final, basically like a compilation of
Right.
tests.
Right.
The exact same questions?
Absolutely not.
No.
I had a professor who did that to me before. It's pretty great.
Well, like same exact questions, different numbers. Is basically what I'm saying. Like.
Of course, and we're not going to invent anything. Okay. Chapter 8. Say,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, chapter 8. So on page 547.
That was chapter 9. We just
Yes. Yes. Now this is 8 and then we have 4. A line passes through -6, -1. This is problem 22. -6, -1, and it's perpendicular to 4x plus 3y equals 5. We're trying to find the equation of the line that passes through -6, -1, and it's perpendicular to the given line. 1 minute. Can anyone give us an idea or steer us in the right direction?
I'm trying to get it to y equals blank
So why would you solve this one for y?
because you're trying to find
The slope of this line. Why would I need the slope of this line?
because the slope of that line is that.
If the slope of this line is 7, what will be the slope of the line I'm looking for?
Is that -1/7?
Excellent. Very good. Good. So let's do that. Okay, so let's solve for y. 3y equals -4x plus 5, agreed. And then y equals -4/3 x plus 5/3.
So what is the slope?
So the slope 2 is -4/3. So that therefore the slope 1 that I'm looking for will be
What, pretty close?
very good. The product has to be -1. Excellent. Good. So now I have the slope and a point. Which equation will I use to find it? Which of the two options? I have two options. Either y equals mx plus b or y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1.
Y minus y1.
Correct, because I don't have 0, comma, a number. Excellent. So y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1, where x1 is -6, y1 is -1, and the slope is 3/4. So then y plus 1 equals 3/4, x plus 6. I distribute 3/4 x plus 3/4 times 6/1. I simplify by 2, and I get 9/2. And then I have to subtract 1. 9 minus 2 is 7. Bless you. 3/4 x plus 7/2. Very good. Well done. 24. A word problem. The value of an automobile bought in 2006. So it was new in 2006, I'm assuming. Continues to decrease as time passes. 2 years after the car was bought, which year is that? Good. It was valued at $17,500. 4 years after it was bought, which is very good, the value dropped to $14,300. Assuming that the relationship between the number of years past 2000, number of years, x, number of years past 2000. What does this mean? How much is x for 2006? 2006, I'm sorry, I wrote 2000. It's past 2006. So, no, forgive me. It's not 2000. It's 2006.
Okay.
So number of years, my mistake. So then for 2006, x equals?
0.
Good. For 2008, x equals 2. And for 2010, x equals 4. Good. So assuming that the relationship between the number of years past 2006 and the value of the car is linear, write the relationship that connects, or the relationship between x and the value. Yes. What is given in this problem? Can anyone dictate?
An x and y, or x1.
Right,
y1,
two ordered pairs.
Yeah.
Exactly. Can anyone give us the ordered pairs? You have to be very careful which variable is the independent.
2,
Right, the time is independent. So 2, comma,
17,500.
and 4, comma,
14.
good. What will we determine first?
Slope.
Okay, so let's find the slope and let's find the equation. Very good.